I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Kryptonite Show. Your host Superman in the house. We're doing another update here for X1 blockchain, and of course, Happy New Year to everybody. It's 2026, and X1 looking for some exciting, explosive growth out of the gate this year. So it's going to be pretty cool. The foundations have almost been laid. We're probably maybe within a week away from that being done, and then it's absolutely game on with the entrepreneurial spirit of blockchain. So we're looking forward to that. So it's pretty cool. We're going to check out some of the blockchain stats at the moment and see where it's all at with the validators. So we're going to look at that first. We're going to then look at how you actually get some XNT coin at the moment until we're waiting for the big XDEX and bridging openings up. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to check out the OTC desk. And then we're going to get into XDEX, the app. So that's pretty cool. People are kind of pre-trading, setting up LP pools, launching tokens ahead of the official launch. And of course, when the official launch happens, X1 or XNT coin, let me say that again, XNT coin will be hooked up to the DEX, and it'll be all go along with XP earning points and the core and everything else probably at the same time. So it's pretty exciting stuff happening in the old XDEX space. So that's going to be a big part of the show. We're going to look at popular tokens that have just been launched, like Pepe token there, Pepe, it's a bit of an accent, and much more. So keep a lookout for that. We're going to obviously look at Zencats has already hit the ground running. There's quite a few other coins, almost 40 coins, including SHIB and Kermit and everything else. So it's really just warming up there. If you're playing around on XDEX, you're kind of early. We're also going to look at the X wallet is coming, so that's going to be pretty fun. So we're going to be checking that out on the old X1 wallet. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Should be pretty cool. And what else we're doing? We're going to be looking at X1 domain names. So if you haven't got onto that, you can check that out as well. We'll also be checking out on Vero, the prediction market on X1. And what else we've been looking at? We're going to be looking at a new site, relatively new site. Well, it's been around for a little while, but it's really been updated for X1, and it's going to have a lot of the links on there for the sites. Now, whenever you use a link site, of course, always double check that you're using the right links regardless, but we're going to be checking that out, that site. So it should be pretty cool. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. We've got a little video to watch as well for the wallets. Before we do that, though, let's get a link to the stream here. So we're just going to, I'm going to post it in some of the Telegram groups for the socials. If you're in there as well, smash the like. That'd be really helpful. Makes it a lot easier. But if you are on X, hit the repost button and let's get things going. So we get a big bunch of people in here. And I'm going to possibly give a little alpha drop too during the show. So I hope you guys enjoy that as well. Let me just pin the show to the top of the X profile. If you guys aren't following on X, don't forget to give me a follow. We're rebuilding the channel, and so yeah, hit the follow button at the top. But let's get this link into some of the socials there on some of the X1 polls before we get going. All right, let's see what is going on here. So we're going to jump into there. I don't know if we can actually post in here, but we'll give it a go on the old Zen live on live covering X1. I guess that's why we'll put it. Covering X1 chain, and bam, there we go. Oh no, that deleted off X1. So there we are. That was as much as I could get it. So let's go to X1 wallets, and we'll just post that down here. Oh, let's go there. I think that's fine. Live covering X1 chain. All right, I think that's cool. I should probably say live now, right? Live now covering X1 chain. Get into the chat there too. Tell us what you're liking on X1 as well. It'd be pretty cool. We might even end up talking about some of that stuff. So if you've got some cool insights, let us know. There are quite a few new little projects sort of launching as well. We might cover those a little bit if we get time also. Let's post it on the XDEX there. Let me repost that. Bam. All right, kind of cool. What else we got? So I've done that one. It's quite a few X1 groups now, so you got to keep on your toes. And where else? We're going to go DGen. Let's go DGen2. Should be able to post in there. And X1 Validator Army. Let's do that too. Kind of cool. All right. I think that's it. I think that's everything. Let's see here. Zen Crypto. I'm not allowed to post in there. What else we got there? I think that's it, guys. There's a couple others that I can't post in there, but I think that's it. And let's post it in the Kryptonite show as well. All right. Socials out of the way. Big welcome. Now, we're streaming on 3 YouTube channels to about 3 YouTube channels and also on X. So we're live streaming on all those 4 channels. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, smash the subscribe button. We've been covering X-Chain approximately about every week to 10 days, so 7 to 10 days, let's say, and just been exploring the progress. The foundation for X1 is still being laid, but we may be only a week away before that's probably said and done, and really everything builds on top of it. It's a pretty explosive growth. So the community is really itching away. Can't wait to get particularly XDEX and a few other protocols up and running, so they can start building their own projects and their own communities and things on top of X1, and of course interacting with Solana. So kind of cool. Let's get into it. Don't forget to get in the chat there as well. So without further ado, let's kick it off. And we're going to start off with the block explorer with the validators and have a look at some of the metrics there for the end of 2025, the beginning of 2026. So let's go to gold here, and bam, there we go. All right, so we've got at the moment, the blockchain explorer here. This is x1val.online. Always like to start off with the block explorer because it's kind of where, if you're new to X1, this is sort of your introduction, right? So we've got all the validators as the proof of stake side. So people can stake the XNT and produce blocks, right? So blocks have got transactions, and obviously this is SVM chain, one of the Solana 2.0 with all the hot technological bells and whistles and tokenomic upgrades. So pretty exciting stuff. So bull market ahead of us. This should do pretty damn well. There's also some pretty famous people apparently on the board working for X1 Labs and stuff. It's going to be exciting to see this really take off in the future. So very exciting times. Founder, of course, is Jack Levin, Google employee number 21, and Sun Tzu's in the team. And they've got a nice little team there working hard on the X1 chain, as well as Jason from XDEX and DGen. So, and also core products coming as well. So pretty neat stuff there. Basically, the core stuff is going to be pretty exciting to look at. We'll look at that later on. But you can see the top validators are X1 Labs themselves, and of course holding a lot of the active stakes there. We're talking about 62 million XNT coin. XNT is the fee coin, the main coin, just like Ethereum or Pulse on Pulse chain, and that's sitting in the validators there, so ticking away. And then we've got a lot of other teams. Some of them you may know or not know as well from the community, as well validating, and you can see all of them. There's heaps of them, right? So very cool. So we're actually pretty close, I think, to 1,300. Yeah, total nodes 1,299. Block producers at the moment 1,257. So pretty amazing stuff. So that's an overview there. I'm going to leave that in the post it here on the chat as well as we sort of explore the X1 progress. Pretty exciting. All right, so that is the link there to x1val.online. All right, so let's jump over to 40 blocks. So this is a third-party explorer. It's got a lot of details, which I really like, and it's a pretty good DAMS explorer. So we've got the dashboard here. We can see at the moment 95% of the network is staked, so pretty amazing. So what's that? 970 million XNT out of 1.02 billion XNT is staked. So pretty amazing. The APY that they're earning for validators is about 8%, so not too bad there. And of course, there is a bonus program if you're part of that. What else there? We've got current slot at 19,977,000, and that's counting up as well. And of course, then we got the block height at 19,885,740. Now, block heights are slightly lower than slots because not every slot gets a block, right? That's kind of the difference there. And we're on the current epoch. Every epoch at the moment has 216 slots in it, and we're currently on epoch number 104, and it's 27% the way through that one. And we've got the slot progress there heading towards 216,000 as well for the epoch there. It's got a network time as well, which is pretty cool. Total nodes, as I said earlier, 1,299 nodes there supporting the blockchain. We've got an active set there eligible to produce blocks of 1,191. Consensus nodes the same number. RPC nodes 83, and what else there? Block success 99.57%, so pretty good. We've got another little map there of the global universe for X1 around the world. Most of the validators in United States and Europe, as you can see in the map. Now this gets really exciting because the total number of transactions, 3,444 transactions per second, guys, per second. So that's just ramping up all the time. That's gone up, I think, since we last covered it. Average transaction per second, 3,425. Max TPS is at 4,066. So this is just on the ascendancy here. Average block time there, 0.06 seconds per average. So amazing results there. So really doing very well on the old blockchain technology there. What else there? I think that's kind of some of the highlights there. We can see down the bottom here. We can see the blocks, and we can see the recent transactions on the right here as well. So that's pretty cool. Now I do have a little video, so we might as well play that because it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. So let's do that now. Have I got it listed here? I think I have somewhere. X1 vid. Let's go.
Hi, babe. X1 is a high-performance Layer 1 blockchain built on the Solana virtual machine. What makes X1 unique? The lowest validator costs in crypto, just $5 a day. With over 1,200 validators, X1 delivers true decentralization. Bridge from Solana, stake your tokens, and earn rewards. Visit x1.xyz to get started.
So there's a cool little ad there, and very futuristic, as you can tell. So kind of cool. Good stuff happening with the old blockchain there with the Block Explorer. So I'm going to post this link as well in case you guys want to add it to your favorites there. Bam. All right, so it's the Block Explorer there. We obviously got other tabs along here, blocks and transactions, assets, validators, another validator set there. Got some DeFi and analytics as well. So if you go to analytics, you got address stats, blocks, feed tracker, gas trackers, network stats. So there's lots of extra stuff there we're not going to go through today. But that is kind of the main overview of the X1 blockchain for those that are new in particular. For those that have been around for a long time, you guys know it all already. So there we go. That is at explorer.40blocks.com. So if you're watching on X, that is the link there. All right, let's jump over to the next section, which is X1 DEX. So this is a way that if you're thinking about how I get people, knocking on my door, so to speak, at least on digital, asking me how do you get some XNT coin. Now, previously it was on the bridge, right, the official bridge. At the moment that you can get USDC for X1 over there using USDC from Solana. But now most people are getting pretty much getting their XNT from the OTC desk, right? So it's OTC x1dex.xyz is the URL. So that's otc.x1dex.xyz. And basically, it's pretty easy. You just connect your wallet up. You are going to be using USDC from Solana to pay. So you need the USDC on Solana, and then you can buy XNT, right? So you will need a bit of SOL for the fee, but then you're going to buy XNT here. Now, on the right-hand side, you got the available offers. We can see at the moment the top one there has got 410 XNT for $1.30 per XNT. Minimum is 5 for your purchase, maximum is 500. Obviously, there's only 410 available. But then as you go further down, you'll see lower prices. So this number 2 here has got 400 XNT. So it's really just a rank by the amount of volume that you might want to get. And it's at $1.30 there. So the next one is actually much cheaper. Obviously, XNT at 98 cents. Minimum is 1. You can buy 1 for 98 cents, etc. So that's the main fee coin. Remember, you're going to need that for a lot of stuff on X1. All right, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. 400 XNT there is at 95 cents. So you got another person. These are people offering this stuff up to buy. And then the next person, you got 214 at 90 cents, 141 at 90 cents, 120 at 90 cents. You can choose anyone you want to do the buy, right? It's an over the counter or OTC trade. That's a peer-to-peer kind of transaction between you and someone else. Now, obviously, the further you go down, you're going to get different prices and different amounts. Obviously, a lot less up for sale. This person here has got 0.9 XNT for $5,000. Obviously, people aren't going to buy that, but that is kind of the idea. So you can find some of the best rates, maybe around 90 cents. I think might be at the cheapest one at the moment. So we'll look through there. Probably 90 cents for a decent volume. If you're getting a decent volume, maybe you're buying a couple $100 worth. You could buy one of these at 90 cents. So once you do that, you just have to put in the amount XNT that you want, right? So you might put in maybe 100 XNT. It's going to cost you $91.80, right? Because it's at 90 cents, right? You're paying 90 cents to this particular person. You're going to have at least 20, which you're fine, and you can't have more than 120. So 100 fits right in the amount that you can buy. It's going to cost you $91.80, so you're going to have that much in your USDC on your Solana side there. Now, typically, a lot of people are using either a downloadable wallet from Jack Levin or using a backpack wallet. So you can download a backpack wallet, add the RPC node for the mainnet for X1 into the wallet, and you'll be able to transact on this chain. It's pretty cool. So you'll have both Solana and X1. So I'm not covering that today, but that's what you can do. You can find all those details on X1 official channels. Right, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's how easy it is, and you just have to click the connect wallet and swap, and it's pretty quick. So you're gonna have to approve and swap. That's pretty much it, and then you'll end up with the 100 XNT in your wallet, and they'll take out the USDC and give it to the person that sold it, and take, I guess maybe they'd have a little fee. I'm not sure, but they'll play that. And what's that? They've got a little fee. Yeah, they got. So this would be $91.80, includes a fee of $1.80. So there we go. That gives you the idea how much fee. So yeah, $90 and $1.80 for the fee. So $91.80 altogether. That's pretty cool. So that's how easy it is. I'm going to post a link to this in the chat there. I see we've got Loco in there. How do I buy Pepe? Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. It's coming up. It's going to be our main topic. It's covering XDEX pools, which are kind of up before the XNT fee has been, the XNT price has been linked up. So, and a few other things. So that is the OTC desk. If you want to buy some XNT, you will need that if you're going to go play on the XDEX and buy up some early coins and things like that. And of course, also buy domain names and things like that. So we'll get there. This is just getting you on. So you'll need a backpack, maybe a backpack wallet. Add the X1 mainnet to it, and then you'll be able to do transfers here and see your XNT coin pop up. That's kind of the play. All right, so that is the link there, odc.x1dex.xyz. There is also a Telegram group, so you can go join that. But before we get to that, we will go to you can make your own trade, right? So you can make a trade here. You can set that up yourself and sell it XNT if you've got some to the market. So it's kind of cool. We've got some lists there. There's another view of all the XNT that's on that sales side. And then we've got the stats, which is kind of cool. So the stats are neat. We can see there's been 400 trades so far on OTC X1 DEX, and that's almost 53,000 XNT. And the median price is 86 cents. The average price just above that, 87.37. And the price range. So some people bought some for 65 cents, so good luck to them. And some have paid $2. And typically, when it gets up to high $2, it means someone's buying quite a lot of coins, right? Typically pushes the market up on an OTC desk, right? So that's kind of the play. So if you went back and you wanted to buy, maybe 1,000 coins, you might pick off, a couple of these 90-cent ones, right? And try and buy up all these coins that are available at 90 cents if you wanted to buy a lot of them, right? So that is kind of the play. So that is the stats. Got a cool chart there with the average price moving along. Can't see it's slightly elevated here since the 30th. So you can check out the chart. Got the volume per trade. So you can see some big spikes here, some large volumes. Got a couple of 1,200 volume tick ups here. This one here was almost 1,550. So different volumes coming through. And then it's got a price range as well. So there we go. So 78% was between $90 and $92. 90 and 92 cents. 78% of the trades happened. And it's got some outliers there above $1, 4%. So it's kind of cool. We've got some trading activity, the amount of volume going through. Hasn't been too bad. That's the 28th of December, 29th of December, 30th there, 31st, the last day of the year. So it was 2,855 XNT traded. And then we've got the first there was 2,330. And then we had today so far 585 XNT. So the day's not finished there. that's kind of cool. That is some pretty cool data there. Also got an about page, and I think they might have the Telegram group on here somewhere. You don't actually see it listed on here, but there's Telegram group. And then maybe I can go and pop that up. Let me go find the OTC group there. Let's see here, OTC. So we're going to go find the group there, and I'll give you the handle, and you can go and join the OTC group if you so choose. So that's the OTC for Telegram. So Telegram. And you can let them know Superman sent you. How about that? Let them know Superman sent you. And there we go. Bam. That is the OTC desk there, Telegram group if you want to talk about it. And take care in there, though. Take care. Make sure you're talking to the right people and all that. So it's the usual stuff. All right. So that is one DEX, guys. That's how you get some XNT in your wallet. Kind of cool. Pretty easy, right? Pretty easy. All right. Let's jump over to the main event, which is going to be XDEX. So let's get to that. And I think I've got some responses here in the chats here. How with XNT? Yeah, well, I just covered that. So someone asking me about XNT, how help with that. So I did that. That's the OTC desk. So kind of cool. All right. So let's jump over to the main event, which is XDEX, right? So XDEX here. This is the app, right? So there is the testing of XDEX. So people were testing that with our people. It's been doing that for some time now. But then there's the app that has been released here, and this is live on the mainnet, right? So the other one's testnet. There's the mainnet. So people can swap. Now the thing about this is that the values have not been hooked into XNT fee coin yet, so they're not hooked into the main coin. So the values will be off, right? The dollar numbers and things like that. But the pools are up and running, essentially. So it's kind of early days, kind of early bird days, I would say. Beta testing, I don't know. We could call it like that. We've got Frank White in the house there. I have a lot of XNM, but hopefully I can sell some soon. Yeah. So that's the other thing. If you've been doing, we talked about the proof of stake side, or the proof of work side on Zen blocks. That's probably that airdrop or that claimability for those XNM coins will probably be when XDEX launches, and it'll probably be one of the main farms. We'll be farming XNM and XNT, things like that. So that's coming up in the future. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably end up, I know, might be lucky to cover that in the next live stream on X1, maybe the one after. So it'll be either the next one or the one after, depending on when they launch. So yeah, that's coming up. Good question there. And that may include super blocks. And we don't know. I'm not sure if anyone knows what's happening with XUni blocks, given the fact that they've moved to an XP kind of core project. So we'll see what happens in that space. We got Mark in this house. Good to see you, Mark. Let's go 100% 2026 X1, baby. It's looking good. Foundation being laid for the rest of the year. All right, so here we are on the app.xdex.xy, and the first place is swap, right? So I'm going to post this straight out of the gate there. So this is where all of the sort of early action is happening. A lot of the early players getting on board. Let's call them the early birds. And this is the site here. So app.xdex.xyz /swap, right? So that's kind of play. You can obviously have XNT. We saw how to buy that on the bridge, or the OTC, I should say, the over-the-counter site. And therefore you can go and select some coins and go buy them, right? So that's kind of the idea here. So if you had one, you can go buy some USDC, for example, etc. I don't know why that's supposed to say one there. So if you buy one, you can go buy some assets in here, right? So people talking about Pepe. Well, if you had Pepe here, you could go find that. So I don't know. Let's type it in. Pepe. So here's Pepe here. So people talking about Pepe. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So that's going to calculate, and you're going to be able to buy for one XNT. You're going to be able to buy 408,000 Pepe. Now, notice the XNT here has got a default price of $1. Just take note of that. But once it's tradable, it will be all hooked up, right? So just take note of that. So Pepe, of course, is one of the tokens that's been launched. We're going to talk about that in a minute. It's some pretty big players in the old X1 community, talking about people like Trees and Simple and Execute, people like that involved with the Pepe launch there from the looks of it. And they had a minting phase in Telegram. They had a Telegram, and people minted all that out, and now people can buy and sell it now on the XDEX app, right? Just take note that it's still in kind of a beta phase, right? So just take note of that, of the DEX. But that gives you an idea of the buying and selling. Now there was also a little chart info down here as well, or you can click the down box as well. So that's kind of play. And if you go chart info, you'll see a little chart. Oh, it's going to refresh here, but you'll see a little chart pop up. Let's do that one more time. And that's the chart there. So it gives you an idea of the price. And it's gone 1 day by default, but it's been around for at least a couple of days, isn't it now, I think? So it gives you an idea of the price chart there. And so on. So yeah, obviously the people have been buying some of this. This is the chart over the last day. And it probably needs a few more decimal places and things like that on the chart. A few little improvements there, but apart from that, the chart sort of gives you the general direction of where things are going right now. Also give you obviously the usual price impact. So obviously one XNT is not going to push up PP that much. So yeah, 0.06% there. So that's going to play. All right, so that is pretty much it. And if you bought on there, people wondering how you buy, well, that's pretty much it. You just hit the swap and you'll swap your one XNT for some Pepe coin, and a Pepe will show up in your wallet, right? That's pretty much it. Right, so let's go to where all the other LPs are, and this is where people are getting pretty excited. And I know Jason the dev was pretty excited about the amount of pairs, before it's even officially launched and everything's tied in. So remember, there's still quite a bit of stuff happening in the background to before launch. So you're kind of in a beta live version, and it's early days. Let's call it early bird kind of a play. Let's go look at the liquidity. So at the moment, there are 38 pools already been set up on the XDEX, and this is just pre-launch, and TVL there showing up. But just remember, some of the numbers are a little awry, like these fees, for example. That's all. It doesn't make much sense, a lot of the stuff. Let's take note of that. They'll all fix up once it launches, right? So just take note there. But TVL showing at 7,750 transactions, 1,715 transactions so far, because that's a pretty real number. And then holders of LP positions, 70. So you provide out liquidity, and you got LP tokens, 70 of those so far. Obviously, there's deposits and withdrawals there. You can filter a number of different of the meta headers here. You got TVL, total value locked, LP holders, fees, APR in the last 24 hours, and I think you can actually change that a little bit. Yeah, it just filters it to that one, so you can change which one you want to rank. At the moment, if we rank by TVL, showing that XNT Zencat is number one. In fact, that's just taken the lead, guys, because actually Pepe was number one, right? So Pepe was number one overnight, and that's just taken the lead with Zencat. Now, there is probably good reason, because Zencat's a pretty big community, and they've just announced that they've set up this over on XDEX, and people are coming over. It's probably what's happening there, right? So that's kind of play. So we do have kind of two early leaders, let's say, on the old XDEX sneaking out there with some pretty big names. Obviously, Zencat there, Jack Levin and the team, and then we've got Pepe there, Trees, the influencer, and Simple and Execute, the two big influencers on X that do a lot of X spaces and launches and things like that. So they're in here as well. So Pepe is early out on the mark there. Now, if you can actually just click on each of these, so if we click on Zencat, you can see there's been 69 transactions of that so far, because you're a bit of an indication of the volume. You can also see the amount of XNT in there. So you might not be able to see it, but it's got 1,500 XNT and 1.47 million Zencat. That's how much is in the LP pool. And you can deposit in there as well. So if you deposited, you'll be able to do that. So you'd hit the deposit, and you can obviously add to that. So if you do buy some with the swap feature that we just looked at before, you'll be able to add that in there. And if you had any Zencat, right? So you can also withdraw as well, and just hit the withdraw, you'll be able to take out up to 100% of your liquidity that's in there. There will be no farms for these, right? At least that we're expecting. We're only expecting farms straight out of the gate for the core tokens. That will be like XNT, XNM, things like that will get XP rewards. And we'll see whether the team extends that beyond that. We'll find out on the launch. It's just part of the excitement, and you just never know. All right, who qualifies? Who qualifies? Anything outside we'll find out. We'll see. But that's kind of cool. We've got the Pepe there. So we said that Zencat had 69 transactions so far. We've got a little update from Zencat. So Zencat at the moment has been trading on Solana, and that's the current price is at 0.003395. The liquidity there 73k, market cap 339k, and that's pretty much where it is. You can see for yourself on the weekly chart. This is where Zencat has been going. Had a big run up, remember, all the way up to 27 hundredths of a penny, came all the way down to about 21 thousandths of a penny, and now it's back up at 33 thousandths of a penny. So that's kind of the play there on the old Zencat on Solana. Now I'm just trying to remember whether I did have a picture here. Just let me go find it. Just a moment. I'm not sure where I put it, but Let's go to this, and I had my, just one moment. Let's see where we're going here. Now, we did have some updates from Zencat. So Zencat is the first meme coin on X1, inverted quotes, featuring a live bridge from Solana and burning and minting tokens. So we got a bit of an update there. The first meme coin, X1, let's see here. So you can apparently burn it. So they announced an announcement from Sol Zencat that you can burn on Solana and mint on X1 with the live bridge. So this is the first, actually how it looks. I think there's a little Zencat website, so we might be able to bring it up. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, there's a Zencat website. So this seems to be enabling that, and it's just while we're probably just before the live stream, it's taken over #1 spot, right? So ZencatIndex.com, and apparently you can burn and mint on there. So let's double check that, but I think that's the case. Let's have a look here. Announcements. Let's see here. Have you ever seen? Yeah, Zencat meme coin. First meme coin there, X1. Yeah, burn on Solana, mint on X1. Yep, it's zencat.index.com. So it's pretty cool. I will leave the link to the actual official post in the chat there. So that's pretty big news, and we just saw it because of this mechanism that people are coming over to XDEX already. So it's sneaking up on people, right? Sneaking up on people. So that is the make sure I get the right link there. Just a moment. Zentuncat. Yeah, so that got reposted by the official one there. So we're going to post the link in the chat. All right, that is the link to the X post, and you'll find this website on the that site, right? I will post the link as well, just in case you want to see it. If you do hold Zencat, that's something that might be relevant to you. All right, so that's the link that to Zencats that got reposted about the burn and mint over from Solana to X1 change for the Zencat supply, basically keeping one supply running and duplicating and airdropping. So that's Zencat, and as we can see, they've just taken over the #1 spots in terms of TVL. So remember, these numbers will be probably fixed up, and I think TVL numbers are not too bad at the moment, but they're all based on XNT at $1, right? I believe that's the case here. So that's the ZencatIndex.com. All right, so that's kind of cool, and that is the website. Oh, that's not yet. We're too far ahead. So that's Zencat's there, and I guess you interact with that and can burn and mint. All right, remember everything. Do your own due diligence. Check it out and all that sort of stuff. I'm just exploring the details to help people out, right? Right, so that is the play there. So we've got Zencat and Zenpepe. Zenpepe there was launched, as I say, by Simple and Execute and Trees and other people. I think that we've got a bit more detail than that, so we'll quickly have a look at that too. So let's see here. We had people like Ethereum P involved with that. So kind of cool. A lot of community members around Pepe. So Pepe, they're getting a lot of excitement. Motive Pro now, another community member there, talking about the Pepe as well as Zencat. So a lot of stuff happening in that space. All right, so that is kind of cool. Now we do have other tokens listed. Now, obviously, if you want to buy Pepe, I showed you how to do that. You just obviously have to get have some XNT, and you can use that OTC desk to do that. And then, of course, you can just type in Pepe in the swap here, and you can buy some Pepe, right? That's how easy it is, all right? You can, after you've provided, you can even provide liquidity by depositing your LP tokens, right? So you can deposit, and not LP tokens, but you can deposit your XNT and your relevant tokens if it's Pepe, and away you go. Now, some of the other stuff we have, let me just reset it at TVL. We've got other tokens already listed here, as you can see, and some early ones there as well. So we've got Shib and Kermit. If you want to hit me up about that, you can do that. Join up the Telegram on the Kryptonite Show, and you can talk about how to pick up some Shib and Kermit from me. So let me know. Jump into the Telegram group there for the Kryptonite Show and hit me up. All right, so we've got other tokens there, though. We've got Bolt, FTT, a few others as well. Execute's got some of his own tokens there on page 2. Page 3 there, we've got some other tokens there as well. Execute's got a lot of peers pairing up with a lot of other ones there, so from the community. page 4, more execute pair pools. There's obviously no TVL trading on these because they're all 0. And that's pretty much it. So there's a couple of coins at the moment, early days, but there's probably going to be an explosion of coins very soon, and some of the top ones there. So pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to pick up some Shib and Kermit, hit me up on the Telegram group there. Hit me up in the Kryptonite Show on Telegram, and we can talk about that. Be an early bird player. So that is the liquidity pools. Now farming, of course, is coming up. Now farming will be a little while away because obviously this will probably support, just like on testnet, support cores. Like I said, XNT, XNM, and coins like that out of the core team. And so they'll have rewards for the farms, and they'll be in XP points, right? So people, if you're on testnet at the moment, you'll be able to see that people are earning XP points, and that will give you a share of the global revenue that's being allocated. Now, last time we saw on an old update, it was 3%. We'll see what it actually is at the end of the day. Maybe a fixed amount. Maybe they move to a fixed amount. But everything you do on XDEX will earn you XP points, and I love that idea. I think it's great. And then you'll be able to go to court. Now, there have to be some policing around that, but I think that's a really good idea overall. Claim on core. So obviously we're not covering the core in big details, but this is a pretty mega core protocol, part of the foundation of X1. And at the moment, they've got the wallet, XDEX, DGN, and Vero included in the protocol. So if you're doing any activity on those, you will earn XP points. Obviously, depending on the action, you'll earn different points. And then you'll be able to redeem a share of those points. Will give you a proportional share of the overall allocation. So if there's a vault and that vault's got a lot of rewards in it, you'll get a certain share. So this one here says 1 million XNT is available as a demo, and your share shows you there based on the XP points that you've got. So it's kind of the idea, pretty simple really. And if you're doing activities on any of these things, maybe the Vero markets, you'll earn XP points, right? So a lot of people on the Vero prediction markets right now, predicting around Bitcoin, and there'll be other assets to do, including gold and silver and other things. So this is where we're at the moment on prediction market. So pretty exciting stuff. And you can, if you're doing DGN, so if you're going to do token launching, you can do dual token launching on Solana and X1. You'll be able to earn XP points doing that as well, including Skull Wars and any trading competitions, that sort of stuff. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity there. XDEX, of course, is going to be where a lot of the innovation is. A lot of the teams will come on. Some teams will have utilities. Some teams will just be meme coins. Lots of different opportunities there. So it's pretty cool. And, of course, the wallet, which we're going to talk about next, is coming up as well. So you're going to earn XP there by swapping and transferring and everything else, no doubt. So that's all coming up, guys. Very exciting. And you'll have your own view of your core coins as well. And you also got links to the actual dApps. So you got the wallet, launch wallet up here on the right. So it's going to be pretty user-friendly once the foundation of X1 is laid out. So kind of cool. And then I'll have my XP and my analytics as well, right? So they'll be coming up. You'll be able to see your analytics over time and how you're doing, whether you've tapered off there, and also your own XT there, right? So kind of cool. Gives you an idea of a rank of a leaderboard as well. You can click on the leaderboard. That will take you to the leaderboard. You'll see all these wallets there that are on there at the moment. So these kind of like the dummy variables probably, but that's operating at the moment. So pretty cool. Early days. So the core's coming and very exciting. So we've covered the swap, liquidity, and the farming. This is kind of an early bird launch at the moment, like I say. And then once we get a dynamic XNT price, and then dynamic other tokens that will be on there, like XNM from ZenBlocks, the proof of work side of X1. Pretty exciting. Now, there's obviously going to be valid staking there as well. You're going to be able to delegate your XN and earn yield from the validators, as well as earn XP points for doing that. So it's a double whammy there. You'll be able to mint tokens, obviously. You'll have your portfolio values, right? And so on. So kind of cool. So we'll do all that. Oh, a little power surge there. And they've got core down here and launchpad as well through to the DGN. So that's kind of play there. That is the XDEX. That's how you buy coins. So if you're wanting to buy some of those favorites there, like Pippi earlier out of the gate, or buy some Zencat over there, or buy some Shib, buy some Kermit, whatever. It's going to be all there, right? And we expect to have a whole boom of economic boom on the XDEX there. Everyone's looking forward to it. But this is it's already on live. But once we have the official launch with a lot of those extra bells and whistles, it's going to be pretty cool. So that's XDEX at the moment. That's how you buy some of those tokens if you want to. All right, so cool. What have we covered? We covered the validators. We've covered how to get some XNT through the OTC bridge with a swap, I should say. And then we also showed how to buy some tokens on XDEX already pre-launch. It's kind of cool. All right, so that is kind of cool. Let's jump over to the next one. Obviously, we've covered ZenCat. Now, the next one coming up is the Zen wallet, guys. So pretty cool. So the X1 wallet, everyone's excited about this too. So at the moment, of course, you can use Backpack and a few other wallets, but really everyone's excited about this. So I think Jack's already got a wallet as well for Windows, I think it is. And so, but this is coming, and this is going to make it so easier. You're going to have it all on the platform. You just be able to use the wallet and download. Pretty cool. Now, it works pretty well on desktop, as I understand it, but the mobile version's coming, I think. So it's pretty cool. We've got H. Armstrong in there. PSA XDEX has LP. XDEX has not officially launched by the dev. That's correct. That is correct. And that's the risk that I talked about. Yeah, use your own risk at the moment on XDEX, but that is where we're at the moment. Jason says he's the dev of XDEX and, of course, DGen and Core. He's working in the official team, bought in-house by Jack Levin. As part of the X1 X Labs team. He says, come join the Telegram group for updates on X1 wallet. It's coming sooner than you think. So the handle for that is X1_wallet. So you can join up today with that. There's a little sneak peek there of the wallet. But I do have a preview, so we're going to go to that. But before we do that, let's bring up the old wallets. So you can go sign up to that one. This is on Telegram. So let's push that in there. Let me just go to the comments. So that is the X1 wallet on Telegram. This is just launched, so you'll be an early bird on this one. That is X1. That is the link there. So X1 wallet on Telegram. That is the link to join up if you want to join there, get in early, and get all the latest stuff there from Jason, the dev. All right, kind of cool. Now, we've obviously got this. We've got a little video to play, so let's play that. Let's scroll up here. Now, vid 1, vid 2. I think it's this one here. All right, let's get rid of that. No, we'll keep that one up there. Get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that, and we'll play this, I think. There we go. That's a view of the wallet there in action, little video. X1 mainnet. You've got to like that. Got all the tokens. Pretty cool. You've got XNT to, I think, get some bolts, was it? Yeah. Different speeds. XNT1XC. Kind of see some of the stuff there. So if we pause it, you can see the X1 native token, XNT. You got some staked XNT in there. I got wrapped XNT for DeFi. You got receive, send, swap, and stake, I think it is. Yeah. So XNT to USDC on X. You can currently use the official bridge for that at the moment, but you'll be able to swap it in the wallet. And that all the action's going to earn you XP, right, on the core while you're doing all that. You can unwrap your wrapped XNT back into XNT. Kind of cool. So you got swapping there. You got the bridge there as well. So you got a bridge, a utility. Yeah. So you got stake and unstake utility in the wallet. And it shows up as staked XNT. So that's pretty cool. So you'll know that where it is. You know where it is. You got the bridge, Solana, the X1 bridge, going to be in the wallet. Pretty cool. So it's going to make it very easy. That's what I'm saying. The foundation's still being laid, but it's almost here. Almost here. So that's this bridging there for USDC from Solana to USDC on X, X chain, X1. Signing up there on the video. Processing. It's funny, it's processing there, but it's also processing on the video. Ticking away there. It's taking a few seconds. So everything will be pretty instant on X1 chain, right? Because it's we're towards 400, 4,000, almost on the blocks per second. But the bridge obviously take a few more seconds longer than that. So this is swapping USDC to Solana. So you can do that on the Solana. Swapped pretty quick. Back to mainnet on X1 now, so you can swap between the two chains. Got your private key, seed phrase, everything. Create new wallet, import a wallet, etc. Create new wallet, new seed phrase, all that good stuff. X1 wallet. You can set it as default, which one you want. X1 mainnet. Got the block explorer in there. A whole ton of other different features you can change. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video, a sneak peek of the X1 wallet, and that's very close, guys, very close indeed. And the Telegram is now live, right? Telegram's now live. Who else? Armstrong says, I have successfully traded XNT Pepe on X1 during the last 3 days. Congratulations. And happy hopping on XDEX. Yeah, I think it's been it's pretty okay. Just got to take note that it's not official yet. Use it your own volition for the XDEX. People have added, like I say, 38, 39 different pools. People are buying and selling. Like I said, almost 1,800 trades so far. And so it's starting to pick up its pace already before the official launch, which will tie in the actual dynamic price of XNT rather than just OTC, and of course potentially XNM from ZenBlocks, etc. All that sort of stuff coming. And tying in core and all the rest of the ecosystem. So it's going to be pretty fun, guys, with the official launch coming up. But you can do some early bird stuff. Just take note of the pros and cons. Tyndale House there, repost the stream. I appreciate that, Tyndale. Big shout out. Armstrong says also you need to custom import the X1 RPC. See links above. Yeah, you do need to do that into your wallet if you're using Backpack and stuff. All right, kind of cool. So that's the wallet there. So kind of cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And of course, join up to the Telegram, which is brand new, X1_wallet, and Jason is running that. So how many people have got in there so far? 213, and it's only just launched. So early birds, get in there, guys. All right. So that's coming up. And of course, what else? So those are some of the hot things. We've obviously got domains, so people can buy domains on X1, so with its own special wallet address, and you can use names, characters, different pricing depending on what you're minting. If you're going to mint something new, if you're going to buy something on the marketplace, you can do that too. This is the marketplace here, but if you hit the main page, you'll be able to buy, search for domain and purchase that. So far, there's 2,637 domains. There's 3 types of domain names. There's XNT domains, there's X1 domains, and Zen domains. Obviously, X1 are the premium namespace, and there's 1,786 out of 2,637. But, XNT domain names not too bad, 653, and Zen domain names at 198. So it's kind of the idea. You can go to the marketplace and you can search, obviously, and buy some of the early ones out there. People obviously name hunting, so you can go and try and get some of those names. Some of them are not too bad, depending on what you're buying. It's kind of cool. Thanks for featuring X1 today, says Armstrong. Peace. You're most welcome. Yeah, we're doing probably a show every week to 10 days. It's kind of where we've been tracking at the moment on X1. All right, so it's a lot to go through, so a little bit more formal than I normally am, but we're trying to get through for new people to the chain. So yeah, marketplace. We're having a little trouble rendering that, but marketplace is there. You also will have my domains. If you buy one, you'll have my domains, and you can make subdomains as well. And there's also a lot of information down the bottom here, and documentation, help center, if you need extra stuff, how to use it, guides, of course. And coming up, they're going to have partners soon, and also statistics. Statistics will show I guess what's trading on the market, what the price ranges are, help you decide if you're going to buy and sell, things like that. So that's all coming up. So it's taking a little trouble loading this time, but that is out and about as well. So let's go back to the namespace. That is the namespace there. So you can check that out. I've posted it here. Boom. All right. So that's there. X1 names. So you can get them there. Kind of cool. So they've got more stuff coming. This team's been pretty good. So I've been pretty impressed by them with the X1 name service. Now, not only is name one service here, we've got obviously Jack Levin has launched one of the core products. We saw that with the core where you earn XP. One of those was the Vero prediction market. And at the moment, people are predicting on Bitcoin. And it's been pretty exciting, I guess, for a lot of people. So yeah, very, very cool. We can see that site here that people are doing this 15 minutes betting space. We can see a lot of details in here, down the bottom here. I'm not going to go through all that this time because I have done it in previous videos, but I will post the link to this Vero prediction markets here. People are able to stake XNT and I think it's XNT, I think it's XNT, and they can earn a share of the profits from the trading, which is kind of cool. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but that is the BTC currently. There's going to be other commodities as well, and of course they've got an oracle sitting behind there pulling in the prices that you can see feeding this chart moving forward there. And if you decide that the market's going up and you bet for that, the market's going down, you bet for that, then you make some profits, right? All right, so that's pretty much it. You just hit the up and down, etc. Kind of cool. So that is Vero, but there is a leaderboard of people activity, and so far it looks like there's been 100 traders. There's been 15,500 XNT1. Remember when we looked at the OTC desk, there was about 52,000, 53,000 traded on there, but there's 15,501 over here on the old Vero prediction markets. People are earning points. Apparently 902,000 points have been earned so far, probably for the XP is my guess there. We've obviously had people making 598 trades that they bet the price would go up in Bitcoin, and 85,600 XNT was bet on that. On the way down, there were 610 trades expecting it to go down. There's 74,500 trades on that, or XNT on that, I should say. Total volume was 160,000 XNT. So there we go, 1,200 trades overall so far. We've got the leaderboard here. So the top player there, what is it? 87% win rate, OMG. 105 wins, 16 losses. Pretty amazing. They've net profit 4,000 XNT. So well done to them. And we've got a couple of the other leaders there. Now the first, second, and third position all get a share of the profits. Now I think it's is it 1,000 or 1,200 XNT, I think, per week, I think, or month. I can't remember which one now. I think it's week. So that's in the player per week. So those three there leading the leaderboard there. I think we're in maybe the third week, are we? Maybe the third week, something like that. All right, so you can go check that all up in the officials, but I think that is the case. So it's the leaderboard. So I'll post that in the chat there as well. We're ticking it through, guys. We're ticking it through. It's 53 minutes in the hour. Not too bad, not too bad. So I hope you guys, if you're a little bit confused or baffled or not sure where everything was, hopefully this is helping you keep pace with X1 development there and how to get XNT, how to do some things on the protocols that are already out. The foundation's being laid, and it can't, like I say, probably within 2 weeks, it should be all out. And that foundation's going to be pretty exciting to see play out in the future. So that is Vero prediction markets. Obviously, prediction markets are pretty hot out there. Now, we also have the staking I talked about. So staking is here. I'll post that link in the chat as well. So there's 3 links here related to Vero. And that's the third one there. So staking. And you can see at the moment how much is staked. So 46,176 XNT has been staked. 95 stakers total. Fees distributed, 295 XNT has been distributed so far. There is a deposit fee of 5%, so you can take that into your calculations. Minimum stake is 1 XNT, which we saw on the OTC desk. It's currently around about 90 cents, with an average of about 87 cents, remember. APY at the moment, 14 to 56%, so it's moving around a lot sometimes, but that's kind of where we are. Estimated APR 13 to 53%. Total value locked, as we say, 46,000 coins. Yield pending 68 XNT there. So that's it. Obviously, the more trading on the Vero markets, the more profits come in, etc., relative to the staking amounts, etc. So that's pretty much it. You got a nice little diagram there with the process: stake, earn, claim, and unstake. And you connect your wallet, obviously, to do that if you've got XNT and sharing some of the profits. So that's kind of the idea there. Pretty easy. Now, just to wrap up the show, because we're doing slightly quicker than we did last time, we've got a site here, zenmon.com. It has quite a few links here. Now, always in with links, once you're comfortable, make sure you always double check the link, make sure it's okay. You can get to official Telegram groups and double check, but this is from Zenmon. And of course, they've got a lot of these Zen links and everything else down the bottom here. But they do have quite a few X1 chain links here, blockchains, Explorer, etc. So kind of cool. A lot of Explorer stuff here. Some of the ones we've looked at already. X1 DApps, the swapping bridge. We didn't look at that. We didn't look at that today. That's USDC from Solana's USDC on X. The Vero prediction markets and staking, which we just looked at. What else? They got some of the other things that are out there, like Prime Miner X1 Pepe token there. So obviously that's been pretty popular straight out of the gate after it got minted. So people, we saw that on the XDEX being traded. Just got pipped by Zencat. Funny enough, I couldn't believe that while we were on live stream. I did see it going up, but it was funny that it happened just either just before at live stream time in the last hour and a half, let's say. We've got a lot of other different protocols operating on X1s, including Zen X1 name. We just looked at that. The Zencat bridge, we just looked at that too. So there's a few other things on here that also got some action. Now there's a couple of things we didn't cover, like ZenPub. There's a couple of other smaller protocols launching that are coming up. We didn't cover those either, but they're coming up. I think I might have a list of a couple of them here. Let me go here. Now, I haven't vetted any of these or checked any of them out, so just take note of that. There's something called X-Time protocol coming. We'll see what that's all about when it does. So keep a lookout for that. But ZenPub's also got ZenPub is the big information site for Zen. They've also got their own protocol coming to X1 with inscriptions. We have covered that from time to time, and that's probably going to launch early this year. So kind of cool. X1vault.com is the site for that. So it's probably going to be launching early January is my guess. So keep a lookout for that. And they've done a number of successful testings in that space. So pretty cool. So this is the links. I'll give you the links to this, and you can build yourself up a nice little library on the back of this. But always double check the links, of course, as you guys know. Kind of cool. So pretty exciting. That is the link there to Zenmon with a lot of the links there from that you can check out, and always double check, as I say. I do my best, obviously, but you just never know. So just check it out. That site, just showing that case. We've got rolling in the house there. X1 looking good here. World domination loading. Yes, indeed, looking exciting for sure. So that's pretty much it on the old chain. It's kind of cool. I just realized I hadn't changed the screen back, did I? Unfortunately. Did I miss all that? I think I did, guys. I think I missed. I kept it stuck on the picture, and no one told me. Let me just scroll back here so I can just briefly pick that up there. I'm going to pause that video. Let's close that down. I'm going to bring back everything. So yeah, that is the new link site there. So I apologize for that. No one told me either while I was talking. But that was after the video. What were we talking about? We're talking about the X1 wallet, weren't we? But we do have other stuff. So let me. We talked about the X1 name service. So I think I talked about that earlier. The Vero markets. So I don't think we talked about that. So briefly pick that back up there. So this is the Vero markets. This is the one what I was actually talking about. That's trading. And then we also had obviously staking. So let me pull that in as well. We had the leaderboard. That's the leaderboard I was talking about. And you can see the leaderboard there. Pretty awesome. 160,000 XNT volume trade so far. 1,200 trades. Top three will share in the weekly prizes, and they're doing pretty well with the trading as well. 4,000 there. And then finally, there is the staking, which I talked about also, Vero staking, and that is here. So I do apologize for being stuck on that image, but this is what I was referring to on Vero. 46,000 XNT staked and earning about 14 to 57% APY at the moment. So there we go on those. What else did I miss that I actually talked about? We talked about X1 name service. I think you guys are familiar with that. That's pretty cool. So that's kind of a wrap up there of where we were. Hopefully I think I got everything else covered earlier in the show. All right. What else can we say? Final words. XDEX is training early days with our peoples, about 38, 39 pools. What have we got? Pepe trading, pretty exciting there with people. We got Zencat taking the lead on the TVL. We've got other tokens there as well. Obviously, Kermit and Ship. So if you want to hit me up about that, hit me up on Telegram if you want to get some OTC on that. And let's build that up too on the old XDEX there. Now we're going to be ramping up some of those really quietly, and so keep a lookout for all that too. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. 1 hour on the live stream. Happy New Year, 2026. X1 looking good. Foundation almost laid. Maybe within a week or two. Maybe even within a few days. We'll see. But it's getting close for sure. And a lot of positive comments coming out from Jason from XDEX, and of course Jack Levin and Sun Tzu having a bit of a break, probably back on deck. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, take care. I'll catch you in the next show, probably about another week, depending on what launches, and we'll continue on with our journey this year with X1, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be pretty amazing. All right, take care for now, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.